What's going on, guys? This is another review on a thermal imaging camera from Kaiweets. It's the KTI W01. There'll be a discount code for this in the description. They also offered another code where I would get a commission, like 10% or so off everyone that sold through my link. I did not turn that on. I did not activate that. I'm a little hesitant about sharing or connecting my account with a third party, especially one that's overseas, hint hint. So for safety reasons, I just don't do that. I got the thing for free. I didn't pay for it. That's good enough. I've used it. It works. You've seen a video I've done in the past for another, the P2 Pro thermal imager. Plugs into your phone, whether you've got iPhone or Android, USB-C version, lightning connections are going away. There's features that this has. That's not a bad camera, the P2 Pro, but this one does have features that that one doesn't have. And there's something to be said about just being able to grab a camera, turn it on, and start using it. The phone cameras are okay. They're compact, they're small, they're tiny, but you got to plug it in, use the adapter, get it on your phone, open the app, all that stuff. And this is just a little more practical and a little more efficient, if you ask me. I'm not going to carry this in my bag. I'm going to keep it in the truck. I'm not using it on every call, but for heating and air conditioning, which is what this is going to be geared toward, it does help you checking refrigerant circuits, looking for restrictions, TXVs. Is your coil restricted? Temperature changes, hot circuits, cold circuits, reversing valves. Are they making a full shift? Are they bleeding over? When you're looking at it, the feature this has that the other one doesn't, you're able to overlay a video image and your thermal image. If you're going to show it to the homeowner, you can give them a better idea of what you're looking at, showing them what you're looking at. You can see the temperature and pressure changes in that reversing valve as it shifts. Is it bleeding over, or are you getting a clean, distinctive difference between your low side and your high side? Same with your coils, checking breakers, motors, compressors, any kind of restriction, reversing valve, checking across the filter dryer, checking the temperature across that dryer, the color change, temperature change. Is your dryer restricted? It comes in handy. It does have a use. I recommend everybody having one of these because it can get you out of a bind sometimes, especially when you've got a reversing valve and your pressures are 175 over 180. Is the reversing valve stuck? Equalizing? Is the compressor pumping? This helps you figure that out. You can check your temperatures, which is how you diagnose that, but you can also see a visual image that makes you feel better about what you're diagnosing. So you saw the intro, the coffee. That's the way I roll. Watch these next videos of me using it in the field real quick, about 2.5 minutes. Then we're going to come back and we're going to cover the features. So when you get that screen, that's a clear indicator that you have not opened the cap yet that covers that. So open that up, and then you're going to get an image. I'm going to set the charging block right there. So as you can see, the charging block is right there in front of you. Now if you hit these buttons side to side, you scroll between this camera and your imaging camera, your overlay function, or just a clear thermal function. So if you watch that, I'm going to hit it once, you start to see a color change. Hit it again, hit it again, hit it again, you're back to clear. So it goes from having a clear image to being able to kind of get an idea of what image you want to record. That's just going to be your clear thermal image. Going backwards from that, you're going to start to get a little bit of an overlay. So you see my hand right there? We'll go backwards. That's the clear view of my hand right there. Now you start to see a little bit of color change, a little bit more. And this is where you're going to be at when you're trying to do an overlay of the object you're recording and then overlaying it with the thermal image. The closer I get, the further away I get. You do have to adjust that. I'll show you how to do it. It's very simple. So we're going to go into the menu. The very first one is your image correction. You're going to hit enter, and you're going to get these arrows. So if you hold it to the left, you see that start to get blurry. You're seeing that image kind of shift. So when you decide what you're going to record, you'll go here first, get your overlay correct, where your image and your clear image and your thermal image overlay each other. Once you get that set where you want, you're good to go. You go to the backspace to come out of that, and then there's the full thermal image. This has a 25 hertz, I think, refresh rate, so it's very quick. It responds. See how quick it picks my hand up moving? There's not a delay or a pause. Pretty clear, pretty quick. So that's how that works. Go back into the menu. You can go into your gallery for your photos. You'll hit enter, and then hit enter again. I don't have any photos stored, so I'm gonna hit the back button. Go back, go down to the videos. I do have videos stored. Hit enter. 32 gigabytes of storage. It does not require any kind of additional data chip to be installed. Plug this thing up to your laptop or your desktop, download your video or your pictures, email them, add them as attachments to your invoice for whatever you want to do, for your CRM, for your homeowner, however you want to work that. But you can download these right over here. It's where you're going to unplug it or open that little protective cover, USB-C. You'll plug your cable into your computer or your laptop, your tablet, plug it in here. Then you'll go in here and you'll download. It'll automatically detect this. Once you plug it up, you just go in and to your computer, whatever you're using, to download your material. You click on that and it'll start showing these images. Click on the ones you want, download them, you're all good. So we're going to go into the videos. So as you can see, I have several videos in here. Going to go down to one. I'm going to click on it, hit enter. This is going to be the one running the water under the faucet. Then I'm going to hit enter to play it. I'm just going to start playing it. So if you simply just want to take this into the homeowner and show them the video here, if that's all you need to do, that's fine. If they want a copy of it, you can download it, email it, send it to them, with their invoice. However you do your paperwork or your invoicing, your CRM, you can attach this to it. You have a file copy, they have a file copy. When you're finished with your video, just hit enter, backspace, backspace again. Now we're going to go to color palettes, hit enter. You have 5 different color palettes. Most people are going to use iron red. Seems to work the best for me, and from what I've seen, most other people prefer that. You can check out the different palettes, whichever one you like best, use it. I'm using iron red, but you can scroll up and down till you find the one you want to use. Hit enter, and that's where you're at. Backspace, emissivity, enter. You can change that. Semi-matte, semi-glossy, glossy. You can customize it based on the chart that's in the instruction manual. Set it to where you want. Standard is typically 0.95, so that's just where I leave it. Then you've got settings at the bottom. Enter. You can go in here and set your brightness. Auto shutdown, you can set it for a timer where it automatically shuts off. The charge on this thing right now seems to be holding up pretty well. I've only charged it one time. That was when I first got it. I've shot several videos. The battery's still showing about half power, so probably recharging this thing once every couple of weeks. Depends on how much you use it. It's going to be fine. But you can set your brightness for your screen, set your language, whatever units of measurements you're going to use. It always shows Celsius here, but I do have it set to Fahrenheit. Your temperature range, we're going to go in there. You've got a low and a high range. Your low is going to be from -4 to 248 degrees. If you switch it to high, you're going to be from 248 degrees to 1,022 degrees Fahrenheit. So you have 2 different range sections. Most obviously in heating and air residential, what you're going to use it for, you're going to be in that -4 to 248 range. So we're going to go back. Your time format, 12-24 hours. Software version, you can update the software version that's in it from time to time, so there is an option for that. So we're going to get out of the settings. Now if you want to record, when you're in there and you're looking at whatever you're looking at, you're simply going to hold this trigger down. If you just press it one time like this, real quick press, it's just going to take a photo. Save the photo or store the photo, yes or no. If you want to store it, just click it again right there. It'll store it. If you don't want to store it, scroll over to no, click it, and now you're back to your view. If you want to record video, you're going to hold this down for about 2 seconds, your trigger right here. You're going to hold it down. It's going to ask you, do you want to start recording? If you do, release and press again, and it'll start recording. As you can see, there's a little timer down in the bottom that shows your timer on your video. It also has your pinpoint temperature, so whatever you're aiming it at, right in the middle. Then you're going to have your green and your red, which is always going to show you what your hottest points of view are and what you're looking at, and your coldest points of view. And then it's going to show you your color range along the side. So there's similar products like this that are, when you're ready to stop recording, just click it, or actually no, hit enter, end recording, and you're done. So that's how you stop your recording. So like I was saying, there's other products out there that are very similar to this. I'm not going to mention their names because I'm not doing their review, but this is about $299, which is pretty economical for a thermal imager, especially with the features and the display, the clarity of the image that you're looking at. There are cameras out there that are $700, $800, $900, $1,200. This is a very good for the money. Longevity, I don't know. I've only had it for 2 weeks, so I can't tell you about that. But for $300, as opposed to, and that one I plug into my phone that I was telling you about, that one's $300, and this one has a couple of extra features. And just being able to just grab it, turn it on, start using it, and not have to go through the whole setup process of opening the app, plugging the camera into the phone, your adapter, your cable extension. If you've got a case on your phone, a thick protective case, you've got to get an adapter, because the fitting on that one I have for the P2 Pro isn't long enough to plug in if you have a case on your camera. So now you got to order, I paid another $30–40 for some adapters to extend it out. So I have that, I did that. I will keep it. There will be times where I might use it, but I think being able to just pick up something, take it out of the box, turn it on, grab it, when I'm ready to record, pull that trigger, start recording, get a clear image, an overlaid image of what I'm looking at, which will make the picture much more clear for the homeowner, is definitely a positive. Being able to have built-in memory, not having to get an SD card, plug this thing right up to your computer, your laptop, your tablet, download it, add it as an attachment to an email, whatever you want to do. For $300, that's pretty good bang for your buck, if you ask me. So this thing works well. I'm enjoying it. Probably going to use it a lot more than the other one. If I need the other one, I'll use it, but this is going to be the one I go to probably 90% of the time. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Check this out. Check out their website. There's going to be a discount link in the description. I do not get any money if you buy one. Not anything I was interested in.